you kowtow to those persons who are in charge. If a bank wants to control a company, then they put ridiculous requirements on the loans necessary for them to operate, or tell them if they want the loan, they got to do X, whatever that might be, that would fit the banker's taste at the moment. The banks also have controllers and owners, and these people can basically do what they want to with the people that are in charge of the banks. So you got a wholly owned private banking system that says it's federal when it ain't. A government that feels that it's time to install a king or queen, as the case may be. And you've got things that are totally out of whack with everything that we believe in terms of freedom. So what I'm looking at is that due to what's going on, it's time to nullify the banks, and I'm talking about the central banking system, the Federal Reserve banks. The IMF, I think, should be included. Whether it will be or not, I have no idea yet. I think there's a lot of things on that level that need to be accomplished. Once the financial leverage, control, or power is removed, it's hard to hire bad guys to go do something. If you don't have money and you can't pay the military, I guarantee you they're going home. That's just the way it is. It has been for ever since there's been records. So what we're dealing with is a situation that they're just about done, and they don't like the idea, so they're going to try to go to a place outside our country and sell us down the river. And to me, that's treason, and these people need to be treated as treasonists. And I'm hoping that, like I said, that the military takes their action come tomorrow. I'd love to see a wake-up call. I'd love to get one about 6:30 in the morning. Hello, this is General Foxtrot. Need to talk to you. Bingo. And it's only I'm not that far away from wherever they are. Generally, they can take a chopper ride and be here in a few hours at the most. And I do have enough room in my yard for them to land if they would like to have a powwow. I'm more than willing to do that. So, yeah, you're looking at a lot of things.
Yeah. Thank you, Leonard, for your questions.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Leonard. Okay. Our next caller is Nathan, area code 469. Nathan, you're live.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call. Thank you, Drake, and thank you all for what y'all do. I had been, here's what happened. I live in Dallas, Texas, and on the 21st, a few days ago, I decided to go take a stroll through the neighborhood, just kind of check things out, taking a walk. And I took my long rifle 30-inch shotgun with me, strapped to my back, didn't touch it after I left the house, for personal protection because I don't have a CHL, and here in Texas I can't open carry a pistol without having that CHL and having obtained that through the state. So I was carrying my legal weapon with me, my firearm, and I was walking for about 10 minutes, and then the next thing I know, a police officer, one from the local police department, had rolled up behind me and had me at gunpoint and on the ground, and they arrested me for 4201 of the Texas Penal Code, which is disorderly conduct, discharge/display of firearm, because I had my gun strapped to my back. I have a video clip I could show you from my outside surveillance camera from when I walked off of how I was carrying my weapon. And my question is really, if you see this video, then if I can't carry my weapon for personal protection like that, then how can I carry it? And my second question would be, do you know anybody in Dallas who might be willing to help me make sure this charge doesn't stick, who could help me to maybe get my weapon back, because they're holding it as evidence? So they basically took my weapon from me.
I'd tell you to get in touch with Minuteman.
I was going to say, Minuteman's still on the line. Could we bring Minuteman in? He might want to answer that question. Let's bring Minuteman. You're live, too, right now.
Okay. Well, first off, I need to ask the caller, were you in city atmosphere? And what are the ordinances in that city?
Well, I'm in a residential neighborhood. I was walking in a residential neighborhood down the street, a public road, and they charged me. I think it was a local charge, but they said it was 4201 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the charge that I said.
Did you look up that penal code?
I have, yes.
You have.
What does it say?
Well, it says that if I guess the part that they arrested me for was 0.08, 42.01.08, which says that if I had calculated to cause alarm or something, then that would be disorderly conduct. But I didn't have any intention of trying to cause alarm. I was just taking a stroll, and that was really the only weapon, the smallest weapon that I could legally carry on me for personal protection. And I was trying to actually carry it in a manner that would not cause alarm, and that's why I wasn't about to put my hands on it or anything, because I had no intention of using it.
Okay.
But because of the 911 calls, they actually told me when they were putting me in the car that they're arresting me for disorderly conduct because I caused others alarm. But my question is, I mean, how could that be my responsibility if other people are scared when they see somebody doing something that I thought everybody knew was legal here in Texas? I mean, if I see somebody with a gun, I feel safer.
Okay. Are you on Facebook by chance?
Yes, sir. I can give you my name.
I want you to look up Rick Light on Facebook.
Rick Light.
You'll know me by my military or my militia outfit.
Okay.
I'm located in Texas, and we'll take this conversation on a little more what you call entailed from there, and
yes,
we'll
sir.
try to help you do some research to see what we can do about it.
Okay,
Thank you.
and so is that spelled L-I-T-E or L-I-G-H-T?
L-I-G-H-T.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, caller.
Thank y'all.
Okay, and thank you, Minuteman, for helping us with that question. Okay,
next no problem, anytime.
Okay, next we have Brenda in Arizona. Brenda, you're live.
Hi, thank you for taking my call. Thank you for everything you're doing, Drake and everybody. So many people are hungry for this information, so I've been listening to you for a couple months now. I wanted to ask you a question about the housing industry, and I know you've been asked things and you've answered a lot of questions previously, especially in regards to foreclosures and homeowners having the opportunity to get their home back if they've lost it. But for homeowners that are currently still in their home and fighting to keep their home, my question, it kind of relates to law enforcement because at least here in Maricopa County, Phoenix, Arizona, where I am, it's the sheriff's office that will actually process an eviction and serve somebody and force them out of their home. So can you comment on the knowledge level or, I guess, the agreement level with law enforcement, just like with positive military? Can you comment on that at all?
Well, first of all, you need to have accomplished some things legally. One of those is to object to anybody who is a party that does not have, number one, a legal agreement with the original lender. Number two, have the title in their possession, not an affidavit to it, but the actual title. And number three, any actions that have been taken against you on a fraudulent basis of that nature need to be appealed.
Yeah, and we're in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in our case. I mean, we have everything
okay,
very
then,
well documented.
During your adjudication, during the appeal process, you are not to be messed with, period. The sheriff should understand that during litigation, until the thing is finally decided, they are not in a position to take an action such as eviction.
Okay.
And they know these things. Additional actions against an individual who is not done with the legal process, okay, due legal process, is they act, anything that's done outside of that is unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take a warrant to issue. They have to have an affidavit that stipulates everything not just some of it, but everything, that they do have the title in their possession. They do have a binding legal agreement with the originator, and that the actions they're taking are legal on those bases. It has to be in the affidavit. Then they have to have, then the warrant can be issued if those conditions are met. There's a lot of things that go into this. What lies in your debt is a call that is on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. Terry Hinkle, I don't know if you know her. She is one of the people involved in this, and they do have a section that deals with foreclosure issues. So my suggestion would be to get in touch with her Monday evening.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like, and I heard everything you said and understand that. It's been a learning experience for sure over the last few years. And we still have possession of our home. But I guess in my mind it seems like they're not following those protocols that you're talking about. Or maybe
well, you can object to the issuing judge. You can check with the sheriff's department if they have a warrant issued for removal, and if they have, then you can contact the issuing judge and say this is under appeal. It's not legal to issue a warrant for removal until such time as the appeal is completed.
Okay.
And see what he says. That's one avenue of approach. And do it on a friendly basis,
sure.
as nice as you can. I mean, you don't want to get the judge in trouble. You don't want to cause problems for the sheriff or be a problem other than the fact that you want these things done correctly.
Yeah.
So that would be an avenue of approach. Now, don't take that as legal advice. If you don't have a lawyer, it might be a good idea to consult one. In lieu of that, I would suggest that you get in touch with, I believe it's What Lies in Your Debt, or Beat the Debt Collectors, or something of that nature. They're on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and they do handle such things, or help with them.
Yeah.
Okay?
And does local law enforcement, though, are most of them aware of everything that's going on? Or do you think...
Some are, some aren't. It varies.
Okay.
Some need to be apprised of the previous case precedent that's been set in terms of things. It gets deep, and I don't want to burn up a bunch of time on the radio elucidating to a specific case, such as the other guy. He's getting in touch with Rick Light on a private basis. I will suggest you go to that website and or call and see whether or not you can't have them help you get some results that you apparently deserve.
Drake?
Okay. Thank you again. God bless.
Yeah, Drake, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, that website is knockoutcollectors.com.
Knockoutcollectors.com. Everybody might want to take note of that. Somebody's got a legal problem in terms of debt collection, foreclosure, things of that nature. There are certain legal parameters you got to follow. And if they're not followed, then you can end up with a free house, among other things. That's how far it goes. You can end up with actually making the debt collector pay you for the inconvenience. So there's a lot of things that goes into this. Thanks, Paul.
I would also like to interject that on our Global Voice 2012 Facebook group, we have a number of financial experts, people in real estate, people in law, etc., that might be of assistance if you post questions on the Facebook page. Also, we've had offers of help and assistance to people. So thank you very much, Brenda. Your questions are very much appreciated.
Thank you.
Okay, and our next caller up is Buck. Buck, let's see. Buck, you are live, area code 770.
Thank you. Drake, one thing I just want to mention to the Christians that are out there, I know probably some offended by the ET comments, but I just want to say that what I've been praying for this country and for number one, for a peaceful transition when this thing takes place. Number two, that the leadership in the Pentagon, the military, yourself, been praying for you, for great wisdom, godly wisdom, and how to make this transition. And I just pray that